on the river, I can officially start our architecture tour with this tower coming up on the right-hand side. This black curvy building over here is Lake Point Tower. Now it's called Lake Point Tower because it's an apartment building. Every single apartment has a view of the lake, hence the name. But this tower is very interesting because it's actually not supposed to be there. Notable celebrities that have lived there, Scottie Pippen was one of them, Tom Cruise, I believe Michael B. Jordan as well. Oprah did not live there. Oprah was believed to have lived there, but then we found out she was just telling people she lived there because she didn't want people to know where she actually lived. All right, so if you're going to see this beautiful blue wavy building on the left-hand side, this is the St. Regis Tower. Beautiful building. This is actually the tallest building in the world designed by a female architect. Yeah, so that is Jeannie Gang. She is a Chicago local. She's very talented at what she does because not only is this tower very beautiful, but it also symbolizes the water that we have here in the city. So those waves around the building, they represent the shape of the Chicago River, and the colors, it uses 7 different blue tiles that represent the colors of Lake Michigan. So beautiful representation of the water that we have here in the city. Now, but that is the Aqua building, and another one by Jeannie Gang. Now it's going to pass by very, very fast, but we have this tower on the right-hand side over here that has that dome at the top. That is the Intercontinental Hotel, and that is one of the older buildings that we're going to talk about. Constructed in 1929, that dome that you see all the way at the top is actually a blimp landing dock. Because for some reason in 1929, they thought that blimps were going to be a brand new revolutionary way to travel, so they wanted to be prepared for the future. They installed a blimp landing dock at the top of the building, but after the Hindenburg disaster in the 30s that involved a blimp and a lot of injuries, no one wanted to get on anymore. So it just ended up being a decoration at the top. But that is the Intercontinental Hotel. To come and Spider-Man off the side of the building and hand scrub each individual terracotta tile. Yes, I'd imagine a lot of people save their PTO for that thing. But to see this set of sister towers coming up on the right-hand side, this is going to be the Marina City Towers. A lot of honking today, guys. But the Marina City Towers over here were constructed in the 1960s. They're designed to look like flower petals falling from the heavens. But what do you guys think that they look like? Yeah, corn on a cob. If you ask anyone in the city of Chicago what these buildings are called, they're going to tell you it's the corn cob buildings, because that is what they look like. But this is the Marina City Towers, and they're called the Marina City Towers because, one, these residents have their own marina at the bottom, and they practically have their own city inside of the buildings. So they have their own marina at the bottom, they have their own restaurants at those middle levels, they have their own parking garages at those lower levels, they have their own grocery store, their own movie theater, their own bowling alley. There's a House of Blues in the back of this tower right here for performing live artists. So these people basically have to go nowhere to get anything that they need. They have everything at the comfort of their home. And these were constructed in a time where a lot of people were moving out of the city and into the suburbs, so they made them as a way to combat that. And you'll be happy to know that only 3 cars have ever flown out of those parking garages.
Oh, damn.
No, that is a little bit of a joke. So 3 have flown out, but they were all on purpose. So 2 of them were for movies. I know one of the movies was for The Hunter, and then the 3rd one was for a commercial. So no one has actually accidentally fallen out. But that is probably the world's scariest parking garage because you have to back up into your seat over here. So each section actually has its own theme. So this section right here is Greek amphitheater style seating. There's another section further down known as the lawn because it has grass and lawn chairs. So yeah, a lot of different themes over here. These designed by one architect, and the other side was constructed in the 1980s, designed by a second architect. Does anyone think they can guess which side is the 1920s? Yep, most of you got it right. The one on the left is the 1920s. So you can usually tell by those terracotta tiles that they loved using back in the day. Right side is much more modern, has those 3D windows. So 2 different periods of time, 2 different architects. They gave it the name the Builders Building. On the right-hand side, we have this massive building over here. This is Merchandise Mart. Now, Merchandise Mart is a shopping center, a mall, so they have a lot of different businesses in here that you can check out. But Merchandise Mart was actually the largest building in the world when it was constructed in 1928, all the way until the Pentagon was built. This building is so large. How large is it? It's so large that they used to have workers on roller skates that would deliver mail to all of the rooms in the building. This building is so large. It used to have its own zip code until 2007. That building is so large you can fit both of our baseball stadiums, Wrigley Field and Guaranteed Rate Field, inside at the same time. And that building is so large, this is the last one, I promise. That building is so large. They have projectors across from it on the river. They project images on it throughout the fall. I believe it just started in September. They call it Art on the Mart, and they use it as a screen. So, very large building, so Merchandise Mart. And we are now, it's like, some people say it looks like a PlayStation 5. But this upside down U at the bottom is actually a built-in umbrella that keeps people dry on rainy days as they're coming in and out of the building, so that's pretty cool. And it's relatively new, so constructed in 2017. Now, nothing called a slosh tank at the top of the building. It's kind of scary, but it's a giant vault that's filled with water. And whenever wind hits the building on either side, that vault activates, sends the water to whichever side it's needed to balance out the building. And yes, I said Sears Tower.
Ahí estamos.
If you disagree, no, you don't.
Ahí está.
Now this is where you're gonna find the sky deck. So those 5 windows sticking out at the top up there, that is where you go view the entire city from up above. Has anyone done the sky deck? Remember, he was the owner of all of these train tracks, owner of all of this land on your left-hand side. He paid for this next building that we're going to talk about. So coming up on the right-hand side, this is the Civic Opera House, or even... Yeah, that bridge has been open for 25 years.
Look at the bridge.
Sorry about that. No, that is where a lot of the old railways used to go through. When they were redirected in the year 2000, it was too expensive to demolish the bridge, so they just opened it up and left it open. So it's been open for 25 years since the year 2000. If you actually want to open a bridge on a non-designated day, it is $1,000 per bridge. Centennial Fountain, as you can see, those lights are on yellow, meaning it's about to shoot a beam of water across the river. Yeah, so once it turns to red, that's when it's supposed to go off for sure. Right now it's on yellow, meaning it's just kind of giving us a little bit of a warning. But Centennial Fountain, it's supposed to symbolize the unity between the north and the south side of Chicago. Because everything on your left right now, pretty much the north side, everything on your right, pretty much the south side. That beam of water shoots across, right directly across the river. Very cool, goes off at the top of every hour. So we are at near the top of the hour right now. So hopefully we'll get to see it later. Yep, there it goes.
Hey. Oh, that's cool. Right here. You want me to get it? The water, look.
No, we're not gonna go under.
Now this could only happen to a guy like me.
Water is here.
And only happen in a town like this. So may I say to each of you, most gratefully, as I throw each one of you a kiss.
Get out of your pictures,
This is my kind of town, Chicago is my kind of town, Chicago is my kind of people too. It's my kind of town.
Like I said earlier, if you don't want to have those seatbelts on, you no longer need to have them. them. But we do ask that if you please, if you unbuckle them, if you could please unbuckle them, put them behind your back, and re-buckle them behind you so that they land on top of the seat, just how you found them. It just helps us make sure that they don't fall on the ground, that they don't get stepped on, and that no one trips on the way out, because that is a fire hazard. Because if you fall and I laugh, I get fired. Alright, so please make sure to re-buckle those behind you so that they land on top of the seat. But we hope you guys enjoyed today's trip with us out on the Sea Dog. Hopefully, yes, you got, and then you had Captain Cool J. Have a beautiful night in the city of Chicago, everyone. One more bark, ready? 1, 2, 3. There we are.
All right, guys, go ahead and give it up to your amazing tour guide, Jessica. Guys, yes, she's the absolute best, as you can see.
Hold on.
To tell you something.
Go with puppies.
You want
Take
one
a
too?
picture.
You want one too?
Damn.
Stay here, mommy.
Damn. Damn. Damn, babe. Did you have fun?
Oh yeah, you better did. It's fun.
Now we're going home. Now we're going home. Unless you're trying to take me out to eat.
Yeah, at the house.
That's crazy.